everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex and welcome back to some more GTA 5, where today we're going to be looking at yet another car from the latest update DLC for GTA Online. There are so many new cars. I know, we've been just checking these out. It seems like forever now. It's getting a bit crazy, but we're getting towards the end now, I think. So this one today that we're going to be looking at, if you can't tell from this amazing interior, is this. This is the Vapid Hustler. This is supposed to be based on a 1933 Ford Model B, and you can buy this in GTA Online when it is available in GTA Online for $625,000. What is that guy doing? Okay, he wasn't just parking, he's going mad. You can buy this in GTA Online for $625,000. In-game dollars, that is, not real-life dollars. And again, hopefully, this is going to be one of those cars that is secret and unreleased by the time this video goes out. Well, it's probably not much of a secret anymore, but at least unreleased in GTA Online. But if it is released in GTA Online and you do have your version that you've built, I'd love to see your pictures, which you can send to me via Twitter, at Figureight. Links to my Twitter are in the description below. And speaking about all that sort of stuff, there's going to be some comments on the screen right now before we go any further with this video. These are comments featured from the previous video. If you would like your comments featured, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'll pick some at random and feature them at the start of the next video. And don't forget, also, you can follow me on Instagram, _Figureight. Links for that in the description below. So, what we're going to be doing in this video is we're going to be checking out this car. I'm going to have a closer look in just a second when we park up somewhere. And then I'm going to do one online build, which is to say I'm going to jump in on Los Santos Customs and do a stock build. And then I'm going to do a couple using things like V-Stancer and some different trainers to get some custom colors and all that sort of stuff, so we can get some nice custom styles of hot rod with this thing, because this thing is absolutely beautiful. Maybe we'll make a really awesome build with it. So let's just jump out for a second so I can turn into this camera mode and have a look around. So here it is in all its currently scratched up glory. Look at that we've got in there. That is a full engine going on there with belts and everything that I think move. We'll have to check those out in a little bit when we start modifying this thing. But there we go, around there, this nice, simple looking rear end. I just love the look of these old cars. Again, this is supposed to be a 1930s car. Going by the list that I've been given by MG Games 100, it does say it's supposed to be based on a 1933 Ford Model B, which is of course why it's the Vapid Hustler. This is a Ford model. Now, I've been trying to look for the Vapid badge because I was wondering how they were going to do like an old school Vapid badge, because normally we get like the sort of modern Ford style. But I can't seem to find any badging on this one. It just seems to be debadged. And then on the interior, look at this. This is so beautiful and retro and brown as well. We've got some like, is that wood? Is that safe? Mind you, I don't think this car is very safe. And then we have this very thin little letterbox that we can look out whilst driving. I mean, I can't see me ever wanting to drive a hot rod, and well, I'd like to drive one. I can't see me living with one day to day, because how can you even look out these things? There's just no space to look around you. It's ridiculous. But there we go. There's the big open classic interior. Very nice with this wood grain as well. So let's just, oh yeah, that spawned me on top of the car. There we go. Let's just jump back into the car then. And we're going to head over to Los Santos Customs so we can get our first build underway. What I'm going to basically do is we'll do the first build as the online style build, which you guys could go ahead and copy if you like this style. And then I'm going to show you through all the parts. And then afterwards, we're going to do some time-lapsed builds using all the trainer mods and all that sort of stuff, so we get some nice custom builds going. So let's head over here and modify the car. Okay, so let's repair vehicle. Very nice and clean now as well. So let's start off with brakes. Let's go for some race brakes. Bumpers we have on the front bumpers. We have the stock. We have the front bumper delete. Oh, anything for this car is going to look amazing. I already know it. Or, okay, I can see that there's going to be a rusty build on the horizon for this one. I think for this one, I'm going to go for that front bumper delete. Then on the rear bumper, we have the stock. We have the rear bumper delete once again, and then we also have the rusty version. Oh, this is going to be good. I'm going to go for the rear delete again on this one as well. Then moving on to the engine, let's just go for the level 4. We're not really going to be doing a performance test with this, just like we don't really do with many of the cars in here. Then we have the exhaust. We have the stock exhaust, which is where exactly? Ah, it's on the back. Okay, I'm going to actually rev this one out so we can see the exhaust a little bit better. So we have the stock. Then we have the short upswept, which is... Oh, it's the... Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Then we have the low upswept. That is so nice. Then the Stinger exhaust. And then... Whoa. Okay, the side exhaust completely gets rid of all of those side fairings and all that. So is it called a fairing? I don't know, but look at that. That is amazing. Seems like I've gone for the deleted bumper, front and rear. I feel like I've got to go for this to get rid of all the wings, get rid of all of the arches and the wheel. What are the words? I don't even know what the word is right now. It's completely escaped my brain. But look at that. That is beautiful. Right, let's go for that. We can definitely... I think we're going to make like one sort of like crazy hot rod style. I'm going to do one just very nice, expensive looking one. And maybe a wrap one. I think it's going to be our 3 builds. So then we have on the grill, we have the stock. We have the rusty. Of course, we've got the salty grill. Oh, because of like, maybe you would take this on the Salt Lakes, maybe? Then we have the removed grill. Maybe we can get rid of this whole front end. We'll soon see. Yes, okay, nose delete. Next one. Then we have the mesh. Oh, that is nice. And then we had the black version. There are so many cool styles we can get out of this. I think I'm going to go just trying to get rid of as many parts as possible, make this as raw as possible, and go for that nose delete. But now that I'm thinking about it, isn't that what I'd want to do for the rusty version? Oh, mind you, I can go for the rusty grill and stuff. Yeah, okay, in that case, nose grill, gone. Onto the hood. We can definitely remove hood. That's what we're going to be doing. But we can also have the triple intake. Oh, that even gets rid of the hood as well. Okay. All of these are hoodless options, it seems. Triple intake bug catcher. Oh, look at those belts as well going around. That's cool. And then after that, we have the single intake, or we have the high-rise ram pipes. Oh my god. That is cool. Although I am noticing that, well, we don't get any sort of cool flames or anything coming out of the top of that, but that's fine. That's fine. I don't even think that's a thing, but it would just look cool, even if it was a bit illogical. I think then I'm going to go for this classic hot rod style triple intake bug catcher. Always a big fan of the triple intake ones. Then we got the horn and the lights and stuff. We're going to ignore those. We have the livery options. Now, I imagine we're going to miss out quite a lot of this stuff because we're missing the whole front end, especially given the flames are just there. So I'm actually going to cover the liveries in the next build. Because I don't think there's going to be any liveries. I mean, well, let's just have a quick look. We'll have to have a quick look afterwards as well. So we've got the basic pinstripe. We've got the yellow flames that we can't really see and the purple flames. We have the rapid vapid. Oh, man, look at these old school racing things. These are cool. And then we have It's Hustle Time. We have one that's got the patina, the rust. We also have another barn find version. The custom racer. Oh, we might actually just go with the custom racer one for this one. Even though we can't see the front end, that goes really nicely. I did say I wasn't going to make this one rusty, but maybe I will. Or we have the rusty dragger, or the salt rod. We can even have a Salt Lake car. Oh my god. Okay. I'm actually going to go for the custom racer. I was going to go for the smooth, but it looks so cool. Even if it does say LS Customs and looks a bit too modern-ish, it's got some old school style lettering and stuff, so I think it's a winner. But yeah, we'll definitely look at those again later on so we can see them on the front. So we have the plate options. We don't really have any plates, so that's fine. We'll leave respray till last. We have the roof, which is the stock, and then we have the sunshade. The sunshade's nice, but that's going to be for the more glamorous build. We'll not have that for this one. Onto the skirts, we have the stock. We have the removed side panels, which we already have done because of the big massive exhaust, so that's no good. We could even actually, considering we could remove them later, let's try this. Can we pick a different exhaust option? Something like, well, that one gets rid of it as well. Oh, they all get rid of it. Am I going crazy? I think I'm going crazy. Wait, hang on. Did the first time this go around, did I not notice that the things had gone missing on these exhausts? If so, I am That shows you how out of it I am. Okay, well, in that case, go for that, because that looks awesome. Mind you, I do think that would work really well for the rat rod. Solid side exhaust looks cool. Let's not complicate things. So yeah, we could remove the side panels if we couldn't have them already. We can also have remove panels and fenders. Again, we've already done all that, so it doesn't really have any visual thing for us on that. Then we have the suspension. We can slam that down just a little bit. We've got transmission, race transmission, turbo tuning. Wheels, we will... I think we might leave them, actually. Let's see what sort of wheels we get on the muscle section. Actually, they make them slightly bigger. I quite like how they look slightly bigger and slightly wider. Yes, okay, I'm just going to go for the classic 5s. It's exactly the same as what we have got, but just not chrome. And, well, we could actually keep it black, because the black looks so nice with the red. I go for too many dark wheels. Black steel, though. That's nice. And we could even go for some tyre writing. How about that? And apart from that, we've got some windows, which I don't really want to touch in this thing, because it's hard enough to look out of that anyway. And then we'll have the respray. And I'm thinking of going for a matte. Oh, I can see where the secondary colour is. Oh, that's going to be nice. Okay, we can get a nice two-tone out of this. I just want to see, just with these colours. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. So let's go for the first one. Let's make the primary something simple, just like the light grey that we already have. And then we'll worry about that after. See, we could just go for something as simple as this matte red or the dark red. Oh, that just looks so nice, doesn't it? Actually, all of these just look really nice, to be honest. We could go for something like the orange, just the matte orange. Something bright, cool, although it's not really a classic colour. Maybe the classic colours would be something like the dark earth or the black. Maybe the dark blue. Oh, the midnight blue actually works quite well. Oh, let's go for that then. Let's go for the midnight blue, secondary colour, matte. We'll make that black. What does it look like in blue, actually, let's see. Oh, do you know, that's not so bad in blue. Should we go for the full blue? And that is the first build done. I mean, we could have gone many ways with this one. We could have changed for just a different colour, different livery, but that overall style is damn awesome. Oh, hell yeah, I love this thing. God, that's badass. Oh, and we crashed into that guy. And we also, if you look here, that actually moves when you rev it as well. Although I'm noticing the top pulley part of the supercharger isn't moving. Is it not? Is it moving? I can't tell. Either way, the belts move. That's pretty cool. That's fancy. And that is the first build done. So let's go and find somewhere to park and move away from the whole Los Santos Customs. It's pretty dark and dingy and horrible in there. I don't really like modifying cars in there. So let's go somewhere nice, open, and somewhere where we haven't been. We've been playing around way too much in the city lately. So let's go for a little trip. Okay, so here we are out in the desert. This is going to be nice. We've spent way too much time in the city. We need some desert time right now. And I guess just over here, just in this nice big open area. This will be pretty nice. We can modify our cars here because I don't think anyone actually drives on these bits of road. Right, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, and actually I'm just going to pause it right here. I'm still trying to sort out the paint and the livery. But now, for this build, seems we are actually going to have the full front end. Let's just have another quick look at these liveries. So we have the basic pinstripe going along there. I do love a pinstripe. Does look very nice. Then we have the yellow flames. Now you can see it a bit better. We have got the white on the secondary colour, but we can ignore that. Thank you, train, for being loud. Then we have the purple flames. Then we have this one. This is the Rapid Vapid. With the Haynes Auto Body Shop stuff on there. We've also got the stripes on the roof as well. Didn't notice that before. We can have a proper look. Now we don't have the constraints of the camera in Los Santos Customs. Then we have the Hustle Time. Once again, very cool. Just some patina, however you like to call that. Barn Find, Custom Racer, Rusty Dragger, and the Salty Rod. Oh man, there's so many cool builds. I really like the Salty Rod thing. But yeah, I think what I'm going to be doing is one super clean and then this one, which was sort of like the in the middle build. So let's just for this one go for the basic pinstripe because it always looks nice. Anyway, let's continue on. Okay, and here we are finished. Now I still got to play around with the V-Stancer. But you can see around here, I've actually gone for the basic bumpers and everything else. I haven't gone for any crazy exhaust. I've gone for this nice chrome mesh on the grille, as I think it just makes it look a bit more upmarket. We've got the sunshade, we've got the pinstriping, and I've gone for these big, massive wheels. This is sort of like the Posers one. It's just really nice. It's sort of well built, well maintained, and it's all nice, clean, and fresh and new. But I've definitely got to go over to the road here because it's a little bit bumpy for me to play around with the heights of the suspension and stuff. So now that we've moved that down there, let's have a play with V-Stancer. So for this one, I actually think that the size of those wheels is slightly too big even for this. So I'm going to make them just slightly smaller, but only slightly. And we'll make them slightly wider as well. Let's just go ahead and sort that out on the front and rear, just to get that matching. There we go, that's those wheels on the ground. I think that other car's despawned now, so it doesn't matter where we park, we can actually move away from there if we wanted. There we go, we go to this quieter road, because there's a lot of cars over there. There we go, that's a little bit better. So we have that like that, and then we go suspension, oh, turns out cars on this one as well. Suspension menu, there isn't really much we can do, other than really just slamming it down. So I might actually just go for some visual lowering on this one, just to see how low we can go. We can go low, we can go very low. I think that's as low as we're going to want to get it, because any lower than that and it's going to just glitch through the floor, I guess. So we'll get that track width in on the rear just a little bit, just so it's not sort of rubbing on that arch. And then the front's actually pretty much fine. I think that's going to be it for like a lowered, fancy hot rod. That might even be too low for the style. We might even just be better off just going just a little bit higher. But there we go. Pretty subtle. Pretty, you know, not too much going on with this one. But to be honest, it's because I think I much prefer the rusty rat rod sort of stuff. I think, you know, the rawer look is going to look cooler. So this next build is going to be the winner. So let's move on then to the next build. Okay, so I feel like I'm getting towards the end of this build. I just cannot, for the life of me, choose a colour. I've gone through so many colours and I just don't know what goes well with any of these liveries, because it's just, there's quite a few different shades of rust. I mean, we've got the patina one that's got quite a lot of oranges and browns in it. We've got the balm find one that brings out a few more colours and some sort of browner on the edges, which I quite like, to be honest. Or we have something like the Rusty Dragger. It's all just so good, isn't it? I mean, I think, do you know what? The Just Sun Patina is just a little bit too orange and brown. The Barn Find is the winner. It's just a case of finding the right colours to go with it. Maybe something like that olive green. It's an old colour. It's the sort of colour that this car would have been in. And it's rusty. I think that's it. What I'm also going to do is I don't think we've got paint fade, so that's not really going to matter. I'll definitely bring the dirt up on this one. Ooh, that almost makes it look really good for the Salt Lake rod version. But actually, I think that would work. It's sort of dusty and stuff. It looks old. It looks ratty. I think this will work. I think this will work. Although we've definitely got some shine going on, which we need to get rid of. So we're going to have that in matte. Right there. We could also have it in the metal, but no, I don't think that's going to work. So we'll just go for the matte colour. I've also gone for the sunshade because I thought, well, I mean, the chrome is still very nice and clean looking, which is the bit that's putting me off, but the rest of it does at least look rusty and matches with the rest of it. I thought that could have been like an old part that was left on it. But others, we could get rid of that. I mean, there's no reason why we have to have that there. So yeah, let's actually just go for stock. I think that looks slightly more raw and stuff. We could make it even more raw. I can get rid of all the fenders and all that sort of stuff. Do something like that. Still very cool. So many styles that I really just cannot make up my mind. So actually, I'm just going to go with this. It sort of like looks like a sort of half rod, half just picked it out of a field sort of look. And I like that look. And in fact, I'm not even going to change the colour of the wheels, but I will play around with the sizes of it just a little bit. Let's just get this V-Stancer menu up here instead of pressing the wrong buttons. So, what should we do? Should we just make the wheels a little bit smaller? I think that might be the case. We can make them really small, actually. There we go. Is that going to be a bit more like the original wheels, or did they have bigger wheels back then? That's a good point. Yeah, I don't think we can go bigger. Well, we could, but it would look stupid, so let's not. I'm going to just go a little bit smaller. Why not? I'm going to go for smaller wheels. I mean, it's not really right, I don't think. I always want to make wheels wider as well. These are quite old cars, so maybe they wouldn't be so wide. Maybe something like that. And I'll just bring them out and just make them fill the arches just a little bit more. Let's go ahead and make those touch the ground. And then we're going to the suspension menu. And actually, I'm just going to lower this down with the real suspension this time. Bring that down. And then on the front, we could do the track width as well. Let's bring that out just a little bit so we don't have that disconnecting too much. There we go. And front height down as much as possible. How about that? I mean, those wheels definitely look way too small for this thing. That might have been the bit that ruined it. I'm going to admit, I might have ruined it a bit there. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to make the wheels slightly bigger. Just a little bit bigger and a little bit wider. And then we bring the rear height up just a little bit. And the front height, we can go down just a little bit. I think that's going to be alright. Got the front track width out quite a lot anyway. We'll do a bit to the rear as well. Just bring it out just a little bit more. And there we go. There is our rusty rod done. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below which one is your favourite. Do you like the resto mod in the background, the nice clean, smooth, well looked after? Do you like the original one, my first build, my basic build? Or are you a fan of this super ratty build right here? Let me know in the comment section below. But that is going to be it for this video. Hope you've all enjoyed this video. Hope you have been enjoying your Christmas holidays. And I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.